Honestly, I feel like this is a Frozen fanfic. I just drooled.
Here's a dramatic reading of how the King of Elfhame learned to hate stories.
Welcome to another vlog. It's the last weekend of January. It was a really great month for me reading wise, and I really want to cap off the month by reading some more amazing books. But before we get into that, let's do an unboxing first. Actually, one of the main books that I want to read is still in one of these boxes. This has been piling up in my room for like the whole month. Oh my god, okay. Also, my entire family is home, so if you hear any screaming, just ignore it. Let me just explain myself really quick. I'm on an indefinite book buying ban this year. I don't know when I'm gonna break this book buying ban. I haven't purchased any books at all in the month of January. This stack is accumulation of books that I have pre-ordered from last year. Some of them are actually gifts from my birthday, which was in May. They're editions that just shipped out this month. So that's why I have a big stack of books right here. I have two of the same package because these are the same exact books. I'm just trying to make sure that I have my name covered. USPS lost my order the first time around, so Barnes & Noble sent me a second one, and now I have two copies, but I will be sending one back since they did send me a shipping label. So why was that a struggle? Oh my god. It's the Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I'm so freaking excited for this one. The standard editions are black, but it also has this really pretty foiling. Alright, that's book number one. And then this one is the same exact thing. I don't know if I should open it. You know, I'm gonna open it because I want to choose. Ouch! Oh my god. Rude. Oh my god, that hurt. Why are these things so hard to open? This is illegal. Same exact book, but I will be choosing between the two of them. Which one is the nicer copy? Because I am that person. I am my mother's daughter. And then here I have my Fairy Loot December box. I get the book only. Oh, no, I hate these things. They get everywhere. Oh my god. So pretty. I don't know what the regular edition looks like, but I love this so much. A Deadly Competition, A Magical Secret Society, A Chance for Revenge. God, look at that. Under the dust jacket. That is so beautiful. Fairy Loot has some of the prettiest special editions. By the way, this is Cruel Illusions by Maggie Fusted. Another Fairy Loot box. This one is a special edition. That was a gift, actually. So I know what book this is, but I've actually not seen pictures. This is Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. So I believe there's a third one coming out, but this was like the original duology. You don't want to see my ugly face. You want to see the really pretty stenciling. So this is what's under the dust jacket. The art inside is gorgeous. Am I really attracted to a pirate right now? If I had a print of that, I would totally frame it. That's really giving Ariel. These are probably the prettiest books I own. No, these are definitely the prettiest books I own. What is going on? Like, okay, Fairy Loot, we get it. You're all about these edges. These were Christmas presents and they just came in now. Let's open this one because this one's very taped up. I don't know where to open it. Where's the seam? Like, I don't want to damage the book or anything. Ooh, okay. That was scary. This is like really protected. I don't know how to open this. I need to be careful with this knife. I'm swinging it around. What is that? What? Wait. Oh my god, it's like really wrapped up. I see Cassandra Clare. I just don't know what. What the hell? What? It's the Waterstones edition of Chain of Iron. These are sold out. What is happening? This is the best day ever. Okay, and then we have one final book. This is also a Christmas present. I just almost stabbed myself in the face. That's how excited I am. The Barnes & Noble edition of Hellbent. Oh my god, the edition that I ordered from Waterstones is still not here. I literally almost bought this the other day because I've been like wanting to read it so badly. Whoa, it came with a little print. It's like stuck in the back. Wait, what? Wait. Hold on. What did I just see? I just drooled. It's personalized. It says my name on top. That's literally my name. What the fuck? That's actually my name. I don't... What? How did... Where the fuck? I I can't form sentences right now because what? I feel like this is fake. That actually says my freaking name on it. How did she get this? Okay, I need to go text my friend. I'm kind of lightheaded. I'm actually lightheaded. I'm not even joking. That's my haul. I'm lightheaded and I'm speechless. Like, the back of my head hurts from smiling so much. I don't know what to do with myself. I can just keep on opening Hellbent because I just kind of, there's no way that says my name. I own like 5 books, but I don't own any that has been personalized. I need to compose myself. I'm breathing again. I can kind of form, I thought I could form sentences again, but I'm still having a hard time. Anyways, let's talk about my reading plans for this weekend. I really want to read Blackmail and Bibingka by Mia P. Manansala. This one is the 3rd book in a Tito Rosie's Kitchen Mystery. It's a cozy mystery series that features Filipino Americans. I love them. I just find their family so relatable. She has these 3 godparents that remind me so much of my aunts. I just love reading these. Like, they just make me feel so comforted. And this one is actually kind of set during Christmas time. These are the Filipino Christmas stars. They're called pearls. And bibingka is a rice cake type of situation that's cooked in a banana leaf that's typically served during Christmas. I meant to read this during Christmas time, but I just didn't have enough time then. I don't think it's like super Christmas heavy anyway. I just want something really quick, easy, and comforting to read. And then these next 2 books are from the same world. So first of all, I really want to read How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. This is Prince Carden's novella from the Cruel Prince series. I don't know, I usually don't read novellas. I'm not the novella girl. I could not pass this book up because all of her books are so beautiful with like these gorgeous freaking drawings. I feel like this would be a really fun read to set the mood for The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I'm finally gonna read this. I'm so excited. I don't really know what this is about and I don't want to read the synopsis. I kind of just want to go in blind. I just know that it follows Oak. So yeah, this is my reading plan for the weekend. I need to go text my friends and tell them thank you for these stunning books. I have the best friends ever. Finished Blackmail and Bibingka this morning and I ended up giving this a 3.5 stars. This was fun. It's the same rating that I gave the 2nd book in this series. Honestly, my favorite part of reading this book is I feel like I'm spending time with extended family that I haven't seen in a very long time. I can put a face to almost all of these characters. And I also really like how I learned so much about my own culture from this book. Like, oh my god, why did you just... There's so many dishes that I have never even heard of. There's a Filipino wine here made from coconut called lambanog that I've never heard of. And I looked it up and apparently it's like a really big thing in the Philippines. Growing up here in the US, there's so many things that I was never exposed to because they're not available here. The author herself is Filipino American, so she writes the Filipino American experience very authentically. Like, it's so accurate to my own experiences. Obviously, like, there are some things that I like, kind of like, what? Like, who actually says that? Like, she says this expression, oh my gulay, which literally translates to oh my vegetable. She says that unironically, and I've never heard anybody say that other than like as a joke. But even as a joke, I don't really hear it very often. The grandma freaking threw a slipper at the grandson, and I'm like, I felt that. I felt the slipper hit my face too. And I know that's not unique to Filipino culture. Like, throwing of the slippers is just, it's a thing. It's a thing in many, many cultures. I guess it's kind of almost a reminder of home. Another fun thing is she puts in recipes in the back of the book. There's even bibingka here, which is the namesake. Enough about that book. I'm so excited that I can finally put her here with the rest of her sisters. There you go. She's sitting right there with my Filipino shelf. Anyways, now I am gonna read How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories because I want to get on with my reading of The Stolen Heir, but I really want to read this first. You don't have to. This is just something that I'm choosing to do. Look at this. This feels like a children's storybook. And I always said when I first read The Cruel Prince, it feels like I'm reading a more mature children's fairy tale, so.
Here's a dramatic reading of How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Story. A prince of fairy, nourished on cat milk and contempt. Since the hour of Carden's birth, he has been alternately adored and despised. Perhaps it's no surprise that he turned out the way that he did. The only surprise is that he managed to become the High King of Elfhame anyway. Some might think of him as a strong draught, burning the back of one's throat, but invigorating all the same. You might beg to differ. So long as you're begging, he doesn't mind a bit.
Look at that. Gorgeous. Hi, I know. Oh, you thought I was asking for a paw down? Okay, hold on. I should give him a cookie. Anyways, I finished How the King of Elfhame, blah, 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 a couple of minutes ago, maybe like an hour ago actually. And I ended up giving it a 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I don't usually like novellas because a lot of the times they really feel like a cash grab. They feel like they don't really serve that much of a purpose. But this one was so well done. It's full of metaphors and symbolisms without it being overwritten, and it's still short and concise. You really get a much better, much deeper look into Cardin's entire personality, which is great. And there's like this recurring theme of stories and the importance of stories and how different people perceive stories and how they affect them and how stories evolve with the people who tell said stories. It almost read like a parable. I really, really love Holly Black's writing. There's a really magical quality to it, very storybook-like quality to it, which makes sense because I know she did write a lot of children's books. I love it so much. I am so excited to now finally start the Stolen Heir. I'm gonna get a start on this and I will talk to you guys once I have actual thoughts because right now, no thoughts head empty. Update on this Stolen Heir. Oh, my life. I have never known peace in this household. I love my dogs, but see, now they're about to start wrestling. This is the chaos that is my life. If you want 5 dogs, you know what? I can't tell you not to do it because honestly, I love them. It's a good time, but they do give me a headache. Anyways, let's talk about the Stolen Heir really quickly. Just a little bit of an update. I am on chapter 6, page 104, and I'm currently really, really enjoying this. This is definitely so much more romance forward and romance heavy in comparison to The Cruel Prince. I think because of the way that Book Talk talked about The Cruel Prince, a lot of people were expecting it to be all about the romance. I feel like this is kind of a response to those people and kind of almost like trying to entice those people to come back to the series. Okay, like listen. You know the tale, Cardin's tale? People were complaining about it, and when I read The Cruel Prince, I was like, okay, they barely mentioned the tale, except for that one time where he became a tale. The tale wasn't that invasive. Even if you weren't vibing with a tale situation, it wasn't that bad because it wasn't as in your face. Mr. Oak over here. Mr. Oak has hooves, like a goat, or maybe a horse, maybe a cow. I don't really know what they're supposed to look like. I think they're supposed to look like a goat. So in my head, he looks like a satyr, except without the horns and the goatee. But apparently he's supposed to be super hot. He's like blonde hottie, but with hooves? And it's like mentioned very often. And every single time it's mentioned, I'm like, oh my God, he has... Like at one point where she was like, oh my God, they look freshly polished. He polishes. But also this fox situation on the cover, you actually find out what it means pretty early on in the book, and it's referenced like multiple times, and it's kind of important for their relationship between Surin and Oak. It's kind of cute. It's kind of a vibe. I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I think there's about to be some sort of ball right now, or a dance or something, some sort of revel. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this tonight. It reads so quickly. If I don't keep on getting distracted by these dogs. Hey guys, it's the next day. I finished a Stolen Heir kind of late last night, so I didn't get to update the vlog because I was really tired. I ended up giving this a 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. I liked the characters a lot. I really like the voice of the main character, Ren. I enjoyed reading from her point of view. Oak is really fun. There were some moments and some of the things that he says reminded me a lot of Will Herondale from the Infernal Devices series, which kind of makes sense because I know that Holly Black and Cassandra Clare are good friends, so it would make sense that they would have like very similar senses of humor. Again, very romance heavy, so much more so than the Cruel Prince series. I mean, not so much that I would call it a fantasy romance. I don't know, I feel like there was like equal romance and equal of the fantasy plot, but I still wouldn't necessarily call it a fantasy romance because the romance is still not like the main point of the book, but it definitely is a lot more present in this than in the Cruel Prince series. If you're one of the people who read the Cruel Prince series and wanted more romance, I think you might enjoy this a little bit more. There were actually a lot of things that happened in this book that really reminded me of Frozen. Like Elsa Frozen, to the point where honestly I feel like this is a Frozen fanfic. There's so many parallels with Frozen. There's an ice palace involved, there's trolls, there's a cursed forest, and those are just the things that I can talk about without spoiling anything. Like those are like kind of like minor details, but there are so many other things that happen in here. It's basically Frozen. I'm not even the biggest Frozen fan, but when I made the connection in my head, it made it really fun to look for even more connections. As far as the chemistry between Ren and Oak, I really liked it. There was a lot of tension and there was a lot of parallels between their lives without it being like completely the same life, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of wish that they would have actually talked more about these parallels in their lives and how much they can actually truly relate with each other. I think it would have really helped with their relationship development if that would have been explored a little bit more. And there's also something that happened to Ren's character, like her character arc towards the very end, that I didn't love how it was executed. I understand and I saw it coming. Actually, this entire book, to be honest with you, was kind of predictable. The entire plot, I kind of guessed it pretty early on, but that didn't affect my enjoyment of the book or anything. There was something that happened to Ren's character arc towards the very end. It was really well foreshadowed and you can see it coming, and it's like this thing that kind of like just boils over at some point. I just didn't really love how that switch happened. It felt a bit too abrupt and it was kind of like, wait, what's going on? Like, why are you acting like this? Like, it kind of felt like whiplash. And also the writing itself in this book, I feel like it was missing that magical quality that the Folk of the Air series writing had. I've said this so many times, I feel like a broken record, but when I read the Folk of the Air series, why I loved it so much is because it really felt like I was reading a more grown-up children's fairy tale. Like there was something to the writing that was a little bit missing in here. I mean, her writing was still great. I still really enjoyed it. The atmosphere wasn't quite the same. I mean, I didn't go into this book thinking that this was going to be Cruel Prince 2.0, you know? I feel like that would have made me very disappointed. Like that's not what it was, but I was expecting the same type of writing at least. I did love the Matic cameo though. Matic is probably my favorite side character in this entire world. I love him so much. Like he's always just trying to stir shit up and it's really fun. My dog, can you see him? He's waiting for his Chick-fil-A because I got him some nuggets. But yeah, anyways, this was a solid 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. There was a kind of a massive cliffhanger at the very end there, which is a little frustrating considering that we're gonna have to wait like at least a year, if not more, for the next book. I'm really glad that I read this. I had a really good time. That's really all that you could ask for in a book. Oh my god, what is going on? Is it my pants? I keep on getting shocked. Anyways, these are all 3 books that I read this weekend, the final weekend of the first month of the year. That's a mouthful. A 3.5 star and then 2 4 stars, both in the same world. But yeah, that is it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Do your thing, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.